Clara, just moments away from the end of Title 42, do officials have a number on how many migrants they're expecting?
Pat, we really don't have a number just yet. Hidalgo County Richard Cortez actually recently, a few hours ago, declared a state of emergency for the county because he says he received intel from the Department of Homeland Security that those numbers are going to skyrocket. So only time will tell. Reporting live here from McAllen, Clara Benitez, Chris 6 News.
All right, Clara, thank you so much. And by the way, Javier Guerra will continue our coverage tomorrow morning on the Sunrise Show. About an hour south of where Clara is, Brownsville, right on the U.S.-Mexico border. This is video from today of migrants boarding those buses at a Border Patrol station near the wall. There they are. Many migrants say that they have tried to enter the country legally, but policies can be confusing. Add to that an app Clara was just talking about that they can use to try to score an appointment at the border checkpoint. It can be glitchy and offers only 1,000 spots a day.
Let's set up regional processing centers. Let's work to make sure that people have options so that if they're looking to seek asylum or if they're looking to come fill a job, how can we make sure that we match those things up?
Migrants can also try for asylum through humanitarian parole, although it's limited to Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. They have a shot of living in the U.S. for 2 years, but only if they can afford a plane ticket, then have a sponsor to take financial responsibility for them. Meanwhile, in Brownsville this evening, a group of GOP senators visited the border to get a closer look at the situation. And among them, there you see him right there, Texas Senator Ted Cruz. In the meantime, in Washington, the House has passed a sweeping border security bill, but the bill is not expected to survive. The Senate and President Biden has already threatened veto. The measure would restart stalled construction on the southern border wall, upgrade technology at the border, and increase funding for border agents. Additionally, it would reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, add new restrictions to those seeking asylum, and enhance the requirements for the E-Verify program that allows employers to verify individuals' immigration status. The Biden administration criticized the bill. He says it would make things worse instead of better. Now, these images from El Paso have been growing over the last week. Migrants sleeping on street corners, just trying to get asylum. With the ending of Title 42 just moments away, officials there fear the situation could get worse. Scripps correspondent Adi Guerrero was there today.
Confusion and frustration.
Why are you crying? ¿Qué sientes?
Impotencia.
Flare in Juarez, Mexico.
¿Cómo se llama?
No llore por eso, mami.
No, ya yo estoy cansada. Estoy cansada de esto todo.
As migrants grow desperate at the border, attempting to navigate the recent changes in U.S. immigration policies.
Hundreds of migrants, including children, are crossing over from the Mexico side over to the U.S. side, right between that razor wire in the border wall. They told me they're waiting for U.S. Customs and Border Protection to open the door and let them into the U.S.
Mi plan ahorita es entregarme a migración y con el favor de Dios que me dejen entrar y bueno, si ya me expulsan de nuevo a México, tratar de aplicar en la página para ver.
The 26-year-old says he fears a return to Venezuela would mark a death sentence.
No tenemos dónde cargar los teléfonos.
Juan escaped Venezuela with his family. He says he's waiting for the number of appointments to increase this week on the CBP One app. The app allows migrants to seek entry into the U.S.
Desde enero estamos aquí.
Es una aplicación inhumana, racista, xenófoba.
She says she's just frustrated. She's been trying to apply on the CBP One app since January.
Many people are fleeing their country, not for the American dream, but for political persecution in many cases.
Across the southwest border from California to Texas, thousands of migrants are waiting. As Title 42 nears expiration, the pandemic-era policy allows the U.S. to quickly expel migrants. With the policy gone, President Joe Biden announced more legal pathways to reach the U.S.
Making legal immigration more streamlined, illegal immigration shorter term and move.
He predicts chaos at the border as Title 42 comes to an end.
What message is President Biden sending migrants with these new announcements?
It's a mixed message. He's telling them not to come here. He would rather that people not line up and ask for permission at a bridge or port of entry.
Addie Guajardo, Scripps News, Juarez, Mexico.
On the humanitarian front, the South Texas Human Rights Center in Falfurrias is stocking up on water for those migrants. The director of the center tells us he expects an increase in phone calls. He says those families will call looking for information on loved ones who are missing or haven't seen them or heard from them. In March, the center took 118 calls. Last month, they got nearly 100 calls.
At least the last 2 months, at least 25 calls a week. You know, that we're taking with people calling in and have somebody that has gone missing, a family member has gone missing.
There is a need for bottled water. If you'd like to make a donation, you could do so today and tomorrow. You can drop them off at the Corpus Christi American Federation of Teachers, 4455 South Padre Island Drive. Our Border Watch coverage doesn't end here. All you have to do is scan this QR code with your smartphone right now. It's going to take you directly to the Border Watch coverage page on our website, or you can log on to christv.com, click the Border Watch tab on the left side of the screen. Don't forget again, our Javier Guerra will be live tomorrow from McAllen on Chris 6 News Sunrise. He'll have all the latest as Title 42 expires. Up next, a new look for plans for the new Bob Hall Pier. How close are we to construction beginning? And later, why these local educators were going on a shopping spree tonight. Stay with us. We're getting a better look tonight at what the new Bob Hall Pier could look like. You'll recall the pier was severely damaged by Hurricane Hannah in 2020. Yesterday, Nueces County Commissioners were presented with these renderings. Take a look at this. This is the possible design of that structure. There's still a lot more to be done before construction actually begins, including permits needed before the start of construction in 2024. The project currently remains on an estimated $27 million. Concerns about the depth of the Packery Channel boat ramp has the city working to clean up that area. One local boater says his boat was damaged because of the shallow water, so he spoke to the city of Corpus Christi. City officials say they are now working to resolve the issue because it is a popular area for boaters.
It's overdue. So once it happens, it'll be back to, I believe it's about 9 feet deep once the dredging's complete. And then it will renourish a lot of the areas in front of the seawall and just south of the seawall.
There you see District 4 City Councilman Dan Suckley. He says that they are planning to dredge the boat ramp in August, which is past peak beach time, to minimize the impact on summer activities. I'll take you outside right now. Look at our this evening and what that's shaping up. This is courtesy of our Sky Cam. Dale is up next with your stormy weekend forecast. Stick around for that.
Now, your Chris 6 weather forecast.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, very warm and steamy today. We'll do it again tomorrow as we came in with a low of 79, summertime reading, afternoon high 89, and no rainfall as we dried out today and heated up. Tomorrow, a little more wind, so we'll back that temperature up a little bit, but still going to be hazy and very warm for Friday with a heat index topping 100 degrees again as it did today at about 104. There is a flood watch in effect for the entire area beginning tomorrow evening through Saturday evening. That tells you that something big is coming. First time that has happened in 9 months, back to August of last year. Rainfall will be heavier to the west and generally lighter to the east of 281. And rainfall amounts will vary between 2 and 10 inches over the next several days. And why not? We need the rain. Our lake levels are going up 43.1%. It's up 0.2% in 1 day. That's because of the rain in the watershed on Monday. And then a month ago, we were at 42.7. So we're not in a drought anymore, but our reservoirs are sure lagging behind, I should say. but hopefully we'll make up some ground with this big rain event coming this weekend and early next week. Satellite and radar shows clear skies across the region right now, nothing going on in our area. What's causing all this is instability coming in from the southwest. This is all in the upper atmosphere, and this is unstable air headed in our direction. We've got low pressure parked out to the west of us, and that's at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. That's going to send a wave of showers and thunderstorms through here, and then that upper level disturbance parks over us here Saturday night and into Sunday morning right along the coast, and then it gradually goes away. So part of Mother's Day will be okay. I think the latter part of the day will start to dry out a little bit. And then it's just a general area of low pressure west of us much of the week. So here it is on the future tracker. Again, you can see clouds in the area, maybe a sprinkle in the morning, nothing big at all. Some afternoon sunshine mixed with the haze caused from the agricultural fires in Mexico. There's the disturbance and causing showers and thunderstorms near Tilden at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Here comes the wave of storms then with heavy rain, gusty winds, lightning, and the area may have some small hail. This is at 4 a.m. on Saturday, moves through and at 7 a.m. and then more rain and thunderstorms come in behind this, down mainly to the south Saturday afternoon, slowly winding down Saturday evening before picking up again Sunday morning. That's reflected here on this map. You can see that rain coming in. There it is at 5 o'clock on Saturday and holding into Sunday. There's Sunday morning, and then it starts to break up here Sunday afternoon, just in time to take care of Mom for Mother's Day. The excessive rainfall outlook, we haven't seen this in I don't know how long. Moderate chance of excessive rain here on Saturday. There is an aerial flood watch in effect again from tomorrow night through Saturday night for flooding in the entire region of the coastal bend and the Chris 6 viewing area, with rainfall amounts that could total in these values. You can see they're very heavy. Some places are seeing nearly 2 inches of rain. Some are close to 6 inches of rain, including Falfurrias. Okay, so summing it up, here is the 7-day forecast. 78 tonight, 87 and quiet, but hazy and very warm tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms likely with locally heavy rain, and just 80 on Saturday. 79 with the rain coming to an end in the morning on Mother's Day, and more rain and scattered thunder showers for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. We'll have more with Larissa and Pat right after this.
You've all been selected to come into our store and receive a $100 gift card today to do a shopping spree.
All right, they're fired up. Yeah, those are certainly some happy faces, and who wouldn't be with a $100 gift card to Academy? These 10 educators from the Gregory Portland ISD were surprised with these shopping spree gift cards today, and it was all part of Teacher Appreciation Week and an early Mother's Day gift.
Very stoked and excited. I haven't won something like this in a long time, so it's actually pretty awesome, being that I just had my son 4 months ago, and I also have a 3-year-old at home.
It's fantastic. Congrats, you deserve it. And get this, to show you a big thank you to those educators, from now through May 14th, Academy is offering a 10% discount to teachers, administrators, and other school staff. Up next in sports, 2 heavyweights in high school baseball battling it out in playoff action. Larissa's on deck right now. She has highlights from Game 1 between Cal Allen and Sinton next.
This is your 6 Sports Report.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Liz Liska. High school baseball's second round of playoffs started today, and it did not disappoint. Fans lined up around 3:30 for one of the biggest matchups of the year. The #1 ranked Sinton Pirates hosting the 13 ranked Cal Allen Wildcats for Game 1 of the series. Top of the first, Cal Allen sends a grounder left. Sinton gets the out at second, and look at Cash Woods doing the splits for the double play. Second inning still scoreless. Sinton taps a bunt right. Cal Allen pitcher Dawson Byers picks it up for the out at first. Third inning we go now. After an error, Cal Allen is in scoring position. Tressa Vasquez hits a grounder up the middle, and that deserves a victory dance. Wildcats lead 1-0. Sinton answers with 2 runners on. Cash Woods hits a sac fly deep to left center field, and Blake Mitchell runs home, tying it up in 1-1. And guess what? That's how it would stay for a while. So long that it's still 1-1 in the top of the 8th right now as we speak. We'll make sure we have our game update on ChrisTV.com.